as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about fireflies and why you should never catch them and why you should especially never bring them in your house. I am so distracted right now because right outside my office windows, there are crickets loudly chirping, like so loud. I'm surprised you can't hear it right now, or maybe you can. Listen. Do you hear them? They're so loud. And I thought like all my life that crickets only chirped at night because like that's what you see in like movies and TV shows, but I guess that's not the case. But I guess it's kind of fitting because today we are talking about bugs. So anyways, I actually don't have any announcements today, which is kind of surprising, right? But we do have a lot of new merch coming out on the website soon, and also our Halloween stuff is coming out so soon, so please keep an eye out on our website. So many new things coming. Okay, so before I get into the creepy legends, the creepy pastas, the urban legends, let's first talk a little bit about what fireflies are. Fireflies, also known as lightning bugs, are actually not flies at all. They're not even real bugs either. They're actually a part of the beetle family, which I had no idea until I did research for today's video. These insects come out once dusk begins in the summertime and can be seen lighting up the night in many areas around the world. And what also surprised me is that not all fireflies light up. Of the more than 2,000 species of fireflies, only some are equipped with the ability to glow. Now, I know we have tons of glowing fireflies here in Ontario because anytime I went camping as a kid, I would always see them at night floating around the tent, floating through the forest, and I always used to think they were fairies, which is kind of nicer to think about than a beetle. Comment down below if you have fireflies where you are, and have you ever seen one in real life? They're actually so cool to spot. And even though fireflies put on a very great light show, they don't just do this for your entertainment. The flashing of their lights is actually how they communicate with one another, especially for courtship rituals. Males flash to let the ladies know they're looking for love, and the females respond with flashes to say they're interested. So if you were a firefly floating through the night and you see one way off in the distance flickering its lights at you, if you're interested, just flash yours back and there you go. Mates for life. Imagine if it worked that way in real life. Like you like someone and your face starts flashing. Oh boy. Now what's kind of eerie is that the scientific name for the compound that helps fireflies light up is called luciferin, which comes from the Latin word Lucifer, which basically means light bearing, but we also know what else it means. And in some places in the world, there's a phenomenon known as simultaneous bioluminescence, which means that all the fireflies in the area sync up their flashes, so they all light up at the exact same time, like repeatedly all night long. That would be absolutely amazing to see. So let's talk about some superstitions about fireflies. There's actually a Japanese legend that lightning bugs are actually the souls of the dead. Variations on the tale say that they're the spirits of warriors who fell in battle. And there's also this Victorian tradition that if a lightning bug gets into your house, it meant that someone in your family was going to die soon, which is obviously awful. Now, the Victorians were pretty big on death superstitions, so I'm not really surprised to hear about this, but many parents would tell their kids to never catch them and bring them into the house for this reason. They obviously did not want anyone dying around them. Now, I was able to find this urban legend about this really scary creature called the Adzi. And the Adzi is a type of vampire creature told by the people of southern Togo. And this creature turns itself into a firefly to feed on children before returning to its human form. Now, they can also transform themselves into a number of different insects, but they always choose something that seems relatively harmless. But like I said, its most common form is a firefly. It doesn't choose to turn into insects like wasps or spiders or mosquitoes because people are afraid of those things and will swat them away or will try to kill them. But if it comes to you in the form of a firefly, you may let it land on you, you may get really close to it, you may even put it in a jar and bring it inside your house. And apparently the Adzi only have a taste for the blood of the innocent, So they are hunters of children and only children, and they even like the blood of infants even more. They can also feed on palm oil and coconut water and will often raid an entire village supply of these things. But they will become dangerously weak if they don't feed on the blood of children, which is why they're often searching all the time. The scary thing is, even if they feed on your blood and you survive, apparently soon after you will get infected by this deadly disease and will pass away. So you can't really win here. Whether you get bitten and survive or not, it doesn't really matter. The Jessii also have a power to possess any human it comes across, and they basically become like a living vampire. Now, there is no way to protect yourself against the Jessii. Nothing will keep them out of your house or keep a child safe from its attacks. Apparently, the only way to destroy an Jessii is by trapping it until they get way too hungry and die. So the safest thing to do is to keep your supply of coconut water and palm oil and set a trap in your house for the Jessii. This really freaks me out because I like only drink coconut water. I love it so much. It's really, really good for you. And so our entire house is just stocked up with coconut water. So like, am I inviting one of these Jessiis to come in? Because I really don't want that. Okay, so before I end this video, let's talk about how you can actually catch a firefly. So if you've watched this entire video and you still feel brave enough to capture one, here's apparently how you do it. Fireflies live in various habitats, including forests and rivers, and they tend to be drawn to high grass and humid, damp areas. So apparently warm summer evenings are the best time to find them. They are out the most between the months of June and September, so like now is the time. They like to come out at dusk, and you can find them in suburbs and the countryside. It is said that you could even use your own light to attract fireflies. Since fireflies communicate using their light, you can sometimes attract them by using a flashlight of your own. So you basically take your flashlight, flicker it on and off, and if one sees you, apparently it will do that back at you, which is so cool. It even says you can place a blue piece of paper over your flashlight and do the same thing, because apparently they are even more attracted to blue light for some reason. You should also turn off your outdoor lights since they rely on their light patterns for mating. Fireflies are more attracted to the darkness. So turn off your porch lights, your house lights, and go to the darkest part of your yard. It is also important to remain very quiet, very calm. Like most animals and insects, fireflies are easily scared by loud noises and sudden movements. So when you want to catch a firefly, you have to move very, very slowly. You have to be very quiet, and apparently you can easily just catch one in your hands or in a jar. Just make sure that if you're doing this, that you set them free after. Don't hurt them, don't squish them. You know, they're just living their best life. Let's not try and harm them. But I kind of want to try this method over on the vlog channel and like take a flashlight out into the backyard. We live in like the countryside with lots of forests and like streams. My house is like the best place for fireflies, so I think we're gonna try it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want me to do more videos on like phenomenons of bugs and animals and things, I would love to do that. Give this video a thumbs up and let me know. But yeah, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!